Well, hello, how are ya? I'm Caitlin from Leave Me Alone Plants, and today we have a very different video on this channel. We're going to be doing a tour of the Buffalo Botanical Gardens. Now, if you guys watched my video that I released earlier this week, I just recently got back from a trip to my hometown of Buffalo, New York. While I was there, one of my highlights of the trip was actually checking out the Buffalo Botanical Gardens. Now, back when I lived in Buffalo, I used to go here all the time. And when I lived there, I was actually really more into photography than anything else. That was my favorite hobby, and me and all my friends were constantly at the Botanical Gardens shooting. It was a beautiful place for taking portraits, and they also had this really cool event back then. It was called Imaginations, where they lit up the entire Botanical Gardens with all these cool neon lights, and it was just an amazing experience. So I have so many fun memories there. But between COVID and me just moving out of town, I haven't been to the Botanical Gardens in probably about 3 years. So I was really curious to see just how things had changed over time, what they looked like, and if they were still as good as I remember. So with that said, I'm going to take you guys on a guided tour of the Buffalo Botanical Gardens to check out all the beautiful things I got to see when I was there. Throughout the video, drop me some comments down below of which plants are your absolute favorite, and also let me know if you've ever been to this Botanical Gardens or if there's a Botanical Gardens in your city that you really like, because I'm always on the hunt for a good one. So with no further ado, if you want to check out some amazing plants, then keep on watching. We're going to get into it right now. Now, just a little background on the Buffalo Botanical Gardens. It actually opened all the way back in the year 1900, which blows my mind. It's 121 years old, which is so cool. And you'll really get a feel for this as you walk throughout it. It has a very Victorian feel, and overall, it's just a gorgeous, gorgeous building.
You guys, look at how big these ferns are. They are gigantic. That's the door. That's the bird nest fern. Crazy. You guys may remember a while back I did that unfortunate unboxing with the bronze plant. I think that's what this guy is. Super beautiful, and he is gigantic. Look at that leaf. That is gorgeous. Look at those black alocasia elephant ears, you guys. Oh my god. The roots on these plants look literally like they are from another planet. I hope my camera will focus on it. They're so long though, and they're hanging all down. I'm not really sure what these are, but they're super, super cool. I have to stop like every 5 minutes to show you guys something. Look at this ficus ruby over here. Gorgeous. And then right next to it you have, I believe these are the Begonia Room. Big fan palms, and then you have this nice water feature over here. Oh my god, guys, we are going to be here forever exploring. Look at this giant jade bonsai. Oh my god, he is a monster. This is a trumpet jade, so I believe that these are the same as the over ears. I think that this is what it is. So crazy that this is what it can turn into. Okay, you guys, I love my Mingoralia. Look at how big this guy is. It doesn't even look like one anymore. And then you have this parsley Mingoralia right next to it, which is pretty cool. I've actually never seen one before. And then if we just pop right up, look at all these zoyas that they have pouring over. Absolutely beautiful. Okay, you guys, we're back in my natural habitat. We made it to the Cacti and Succulent house. It's like I'm right back home in Arizona. Okay, despite living in Arizona, this is actually cool and something I've never seen. Look at these Apuntia. They literally look like they're growing on a tree. Super, super cool. Okay, you guys, this may be the biggest ponytail palm I've ever seen in my life. We weren't joking when they said that they got gigantic. Okay, one thing that is funny is they have this tiny little saguaro out of all of the cacti that they have that, you know, are massive and giant. And, you know, maybe they just got a young one and haven't had it for that long. They grow really slow, but it could also be a testament to the fact that, you know, they do grow in a very specific area right in Arizona. So, yeah, it's funny to see such a tiny one right here. Wow, look at the size of this Medusa cactus. That is wild. Okay, we have now made our way into the medicinal house with all kinds of medicinal plants. So let's see what's in here. You guys, I had no idea black pepper plant was this beautiful. Tell me that this doesn't look like, what is it, the monster of Peru or the Dubai? I always get them mixed up, but wow, this is a beautiful plant. Okay, you guys, I think we have approached what is probably one of the coolest rooms in here, and this is the Begonia Room. So let's check out what they have. Also, hey, what's up? Little mirror over here. You guys, I was so distracted by all the begonias in here. Look at the size of this staghorn fern. That is crazy. And then if you look over there, it might be hard to see, but there's this crazy hanging rabbit foot fern too. This room is absolutely awesome. Okay, you guys, we have now ventured into the Orchid Room. Funny enough, I actually used to work with a guy whose wife was part of the Buffalo Orchid Society, and he would always tell me about it, so I'm sure that she had something to do with this area over here, which is cool to know. Okay, this one is just called House 9, and I guess it's probably just a mix of a little bit of everything, so let's check it out. Okay, I hope it shows up. There it goes. Look at all these spores on the back of this fern. This is so cool. I've never seen them like this before. This is absolutely awesome. Also, I know we already checked out that giant staghorn fern, but there's another one back there. Super, super cool. They've also got this gigantic fiddly fig in here. Look at that trunk. That guy is stocky. Oh my god. Okay, they don't have this plant tagged, but whatever it is out of control. Oh my god, it is like growing like wildfire out of this pot, you guys. Also, you guys know I love my ornamental kale. I think that's what this is, and I've never seen them grow like this before. Believe it or not, this is actually my very first time ever seeing a bird of paradise in bloom in person, so this is super cool to see, and as you can see, this guy's kind of a monster over here. This is also my very first time seeing like an established elephant's foot in real life, and honestly, it makes me want one even more. These plants are so cool. I've almost bought one a couple times and I always back out, but maybe after today, maybe I'll go buy one. They have these gorgeous crocodile ferns down here. This is one of those plants I've tried multiple times and I can just never keep it happy in my house, but you can probably see why it's called that. It has this beautiful crocodile-like pattern on the leaves. Also, they have these coleus all over and I think they are so beautiful. I'm obsessed with them. Okay, we're now in House 10, and this is kind of where they host like events, so if you want to get married, things like that, you can do it in here. So, fun fact, if you ever want to come get married in Buffalo, this is the place. Hey guys, and I think we have finally come to the end of the road. This is House 12, and it's kind of just some general gigantic plants. As you can see, we have these enormous monstera over here, some bromeliads. Oh, it looks like a crystallinum over there maybe. All kinds of great stuff in here. Really beautiful house. Okay, for you guys who are scared to fill up your bromeliad cups with water, as you can see, they all are filled up with water right now. So yeah, totally okay to do that, and they actually love it. Okay, I lied. We have another one here. I totally forgot about this one, and it's one of my favorites. Look at these curtains of just sheep moss, pardon me, the Spanish moss up here. It's crazy, and it goes like all throughout this entire house.
I hope you guys enjoyed that tour of the Botanical Gardens as much as I did. I can't even begin to explain to you how much cooler it is in person, and of course I could have spent hours there filming. There's so many things that I didn't get on camera, and it's really just one of those things that you have to go check out for yourself. Now, there was two takeaways that I took from my trip to the Botanical Gardens that I thought just really made me feel better as a plant parent overall. The first being, there were so many plants that as I was walking through there that I had never seen before, but coincidentally there was also a ton of plants that I was expecting to see that they didn't have in the collection. So I think one of the things that I really struggled with when I first really started getting into houseplants and really wanted to start collecting plants was anytime I saw a plant that I didn't have, I wanted to buy it. And my thought was eventually I would just have every plant. That literally is impossible. Unless you're like Elon Musk, you're probably not going to be able to acquire every plant. There are hundreds and hundreds of thousands of different types of plants, and even some of the most basic ones that you would probably expect to be in the Botanical Gardens actually were not there. So it just overall made me feel better that I don't need to own every single plant in my collection to be a serious collector. The other takeaway that I took from there was that real plants are never going to be perfect. Now, of course, in the Botanical Gardens they have so many beautiful specimens and they are so well taken care of. However, even under near perfect conditions in a beautiful greenhouse with bright indirect lighting almost everywhere and amazing humidity and a team of people taking care of these plants, there were still so many plants that just weren't looking that hot. Now again, not to say that their collection isn't gorgeous, because it is and it's so well taken care of, but it just goes to show that certain plants are not going to do well for everybody, even if you're a major botanical garden. So again, it kind of just overall made me feel better that, you know, the imperfections in plants that I have trouble with is not something that's unique to me. It really truly can happen to anybody. So let me know what your thoughts were down in the comments below. Did you enjoy this video? Did you think that this Botanical Gardens was cool? And again, if you have suggestions for a different garden that you think I should visit in the future, I would love to hear about them and drop them in the comments down below. Thank you guys so much for checking out this video, and I hope to see you in the next one.